Tyler Brash, the theme of the Freedom Alliance, and something we desperately need to hold on to right now. Because when the night is at its darkest, times are at their hardest, and the missions could not be more difficult, and you've run out of everything else, hope is all you get. And really, that's all you need. It's something that my grandfather used to say. Better days are coming, because hard times never last. Take heart, Helldivers. The Freedom Alliance is with you. We can do this. Together. The top news of the evening is the nightly Fori Prime check. Finally, we have dropped its decay value to 5%, and small gains are starting to be made upon the planet. As you can see from the images forwarded from some of my field correspondents, small communication arrays and fortified strongpoints have been established, but they are greatly contested by the bugs. I've been running operations with fished units all evening, but there are simply just too many calls for help. We are in a pitched battle, and every successful mission counts. I have received encrypted communications from the Ministry of Science thanking us for the enormous wealth of information that we've managed to extract from the gloom, and now they have whole petabytes of data to analyze. Hopefully they'll come up with something sure to stop the Maria superweapon. There's further bad news on that event horizon, however. Because of the sheer manpower required to bring Fori Prime to heel and carve out a foothold in the domain of one of our most deadly enemies, the Illuminate have been running completely wild in the southern frontier. Stormtrooper 115 alerted me to the danger earlier this morning, but we just don't have the divers to spare to help out. Meridia is nearly fully charged, running at 90%, and if things continue the way that they have been, it will reach 100% before the weekend is out. If we move to defend the south, that merely buys us time while the Singularity moves closer to Moradesh, closer to Super Earth. And as we saw from the recently passed Operation Cataclysm, that just doesn't work. It only forestalls the inevitable. All we can really do is keep hitting Fori Prime and pray for a miracle. In other news, the Kuiper Mining Corporation will be starting mining operations on Fori Prime despite repeated warnings that the planet has not been cleared and subterranean spaces are extremely hostile. They claim to be well aware of the risks and have hired on dwarven miners from the Deep Rock Galactic Mining Corporation as security. The exploits of these dwarves of valor is well known to me, and if half of what I have heard is true, it would appear that Kuiper will be in good hands. You know the drill, dwarves. We own the skies, and you claim all that glitters below. Rock and Stone brothers, give them hell. Rounding out news from the evening on a good note, the festivities hosted on the planet Gunvald died down earlier this evening, culminating in a brilliant display from their Air Force. Civilians have since retired to their beds, resting up for tomorrow where they can get back to work making munitions and product for profit and punishing the enemies of democracy. In support of that noble goal, the Gunvald Corporation has agreed to a formal alliance with the Sentinel Defense Force, which will bolster the defensive potential of both factions. Honestly, it feels like Gunvald is really making some positive moves within the Liberation Fleet, securing alliances and trade deals left, right, and center. As an aside, Gunvald, could we have some more 500 kg bombs, please? We're actually starting to run out up here, and that is terrifying to me. But not because we're in relative danger of running out of a certain type of munition, no. But the fact that the Bringer of Mercy was fully loaded for absolute war before this campaign, we dropped them all, and our enemy hasn't gone down. But that's been Liberty's latest with me, Ponderatheradioangel. There's simply nothing else for it, Helldivers. We are on the precipice of doom. If our footing slips but a little, we will topple into oblivion, and none will remember our bravery and valor. For ghosts cannot speak of their life's heroism. The only thing we can do is lower our heads, lift our shoulders, and fling ourselves into the fray with a singular cry. For liberty, for freedom, for democracy, and for Super Earth.